as I'm standing up over here. Oh, what do you know? It didn't do it for a change.
Oh, now it did.
Oh, now it did. What's up, World Wide Web? E-Daddy, your angry toy guy with Justin.
What's up, World Wide Web?
All right. All right, let me get this because it's going to be a long one. All right. So, 2 months of this painstaking tournament is in the books. I can say it. It's done. No more. No more of this shit. What was it? Oh. I can say it. It's done. It's over. Oh. And what a ride. Like I said, next year we're going to be doing this in a semi-annual format here. Castillo, if you're asleep, I'm going to kick your ass. Watch, I guarantee he's sleeping. Because he's like half asleep earlier.
I'm just saying this episode's kind of going to be a little bit hard for me.
Look. It'll be all right. You know, it happens, man.
I had high hopes.
Dude, your dude went out in what? The Elite Eight? Was he even in the Final Four?
I believe so.
Where's all my damn notes and shit? Yeah, that's right. No, he made it to the Elite Eight. He did not make Final Four.
Then my last hope failed me. Speaking of Ramman, I'm guessing he got boxed up.
No. He's back here. He's up there.
Ah,
Yeah, he's up there.
okay. I was hoping.
And he's gonna get joined by one of the two that was eliminated. You know, and then we're gonna put the eventual winner up there next to Granomir. You know, there's one that I didn't even put in the tournament either. It was Big Red up there.
Why?
I don't know. But next year we'll have to try to remember to put Big Red in there. What's up, Kev?
No, this is gonna be hard for me, Kevin. My picks didn't win.
Dude, did you even vote for in this round?
Yeah, I voted for Ramman.
No, I mean, did you even vote for in the championship finals?
Yeah, last episode.
No, you weren't here when I did the championship round.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I don't think it'll.
I could have.
Yeah, it won't count at this point, or it still wouldn't help. Probably.
It's okay though. There's always next year.
Yeah. Castillo's calling it already. Scareglow hands down. Well, all right. Here we go. The winner is, as voted by you, the public, for the winner of the 2019 Angry Toy Guy Best Sculpted Designed Figure by a score of 7-4. You want to do the honors? Yes, no.
It's gonna kill me, but okay.
Go ahead. Yeah, my drum roll sucks. Come on, pull him out of here. Your winner, Scareglow.
He said Modulok, so you know You had it right the first time, Kevin. You had it right.
Yeah, like I said, and what's funny is the only 4 votes that Modulok got came from Joe Amato. And I gotta agree with somebody posted on one of the pages about this for the championship or for the finals on why Rain Man got eliminated in the final 4.
Why you get eliminated?
Everybody figured Scareglow would have an easier time getting past Modulok than he would Ram Man in the finals.
Y'all could have helped me out. I could have had a championship like right now, just sitting right here before me. But I'm stuck with Scareglow.
I honestly, like I said, honestly, if it was me and if my vote counted, honestly, I would have voted for Modulok. I mean, take a look at the sculpt on that, and you get all the various parts, and that's half the parts are still in a bag back here. I mean, you can make them into anything.
What about a tank?
Well, I mean, technically, it's almost like a tank. You tell me where in the hell that fucker ain't gonna go that many legs and arms. Seriously. Uh-huh. Yeah, look. Ain't gonna lie, but best scope between Modulok and Scareglow is Modulok.
Sorry, Modulok. More people would have voted for you. You could have been champion right now. Or you would have had to go against Redman.
Look, he's got a chance next year because as a result of Scareglow winning, yes, he's going to go up there on the shelf next to Big Red up there. But that's since you never had him, you can't go for him. Trust me, Kevin, once you get a hold of a Modulok figure, you're not going to want to let it go. Trust me, I've got one loose. I've got one that's still mint in box. It's absolutely glorious. Yeah, all the losers in this tournament will be able to repeat or will be able to compete in the next year's tournament, which we will kick that off on the New Year's, on the first video of season 3, except we're going to take it a little slower.
I'm gonna have a t-shirt by then, man, should have won 2019. Come back 2020.
But like I said, and so, Modulok's got a chance for next year. Next year's finals could be Ram Man and Modulok. Next year I can go through and set them all up a little bit better, for whenever I do the videos and shit. I ain't trying to cram a whole damn first round into one video. I can break it down.
Yeah. If only Fat Thor was able to enter the tournament.
Look, by then we should have Fat Thor done, in the Motu setup. Okay, we should have Spirit of Man at Arms done, which he is 80% completed.
Was that the one that was in the cup?
No, that's the one with all the little glow in the dark pieces. We'll have the regular Man at Arms put back together. There's the Star Sisters that's sitting somewhere. I didn't even put them in there. Hell, fucking the regular Classics Many Faces didn't get to be in it. Big Red up there didn't get to be in it. the fighter pilot Tila. Here, just scoot over a little bit so you can get more in the camera so you don't feel like you're.
No, it's not that.
I know you're.
I'm just debating. Oh, who I should pick for next year?
Well, like I said, we got a whole year to do this, or we got plenty of time. We can work on the brackets between now and then, and who knows, we might add new figures in the process. God help us if this ends up being 256 figures. Jesus Christ, I will need to have a.
Where are you gonna put that many figures?
I have no earthly idea. It's maybe when vintage like kind of like gets like somewhat like shrunk down a little bit, and like some of the rides put up somewhere else, and I don't know. It's hard to tell. No fighter pilot Tila. Look, she is a classics figure. We will have to throw it in there. Nice thing is there is some stuff that Mattel did come out with. And I'm guessing Super 7's done on making classics or Club Grayskull. So the only thing we've got left is, the way it sounds, is whatever 5.5s that they're going to do, and the Snake Mountain. Now, to get a, and I'll probably put a poll up on some of the pages. We know that Mattel's got the Origins line coming out next year. Oh, wait a minute. Those things won't be, we'll worry about that next year because those things won't even be available until 2020 anyway. So we'll worry about those for the 2021 tournament if the show's still going. But we'll definitely have to debate on whether the new Origins figures can go into the tournament.
Since debating,
I know.
Room for all these stuff.
I might have to seriously like build like more shelves or like build them like downward, seriously, and more out that way. I think. I swear Mattel's gonna make me broke. It's a good thing I got like this new partnership deal with work and shit. May be beneficial to us. But anyways, yes. So, honestly, I mean, I honestly thought about, us doing like a talk about, which ones me and you would have voted for from the entire start of the tournament and shit. However, consider the fact that you're still getting somewhat acquainted with the figures, with the classics figures, how they look and everything.
Mm-hmm.
Might have been a little bit harder for you to vote on that. But we may do like a review show a couple days or something and discuss how we would have voted for this. Or at least how I would have voted for this, because I can tell you right now, from just be honest, Scareglow probably would not have been been lucky if he'd made it to the Sweet 16.
Oh,
but he did not. He survived all the way to the championship finals and won it.
I mean, does this figure glows in the dark? Is the question.
Yeah, actually it does.
Like its whole body glows, or just the head?
Yeah, if you want, you can stick right here. Well, so I don't know how. And I'll kick off the light here, so you can see. Look, it's glowing.
No wonder people picked you.
Yep. All right. Well, we'll set him up there for now, and we'll leave Modulok in there too. So we'll put him up there later. And
Don't fall.
I think his ankles are bent a little bit too inward or something. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, and that's the thing. And that was the thing that I was a little bit concerned about. That it was probably the popularity of the figure. I know a lot of people like the Scary Glow figure. Of course, same time, it was like I look at it as I remember when the big thing was the Anti-Eternia He-Man. Everybody had to have it. Everybody wanted one. I mean, somebody'd throw a waffle together and Anti-Eternia He-Man be on there. And it's like, boom, everybody'd be involved. Now,
ironically, though, he lost.
Oh, that's true. I mean, I say, and I think part of the big thing with Scared Glow, like I said, was just the whole thing of it glows, and I mean he's got a pretty interesting backstory, and I think we probably get into it, and this may have had something to do with it, but like I said, I was going for the sculpt and the design. I didn't want to hear, okay, what was the most popular figure of the bunch, which it does seem like a little bit that is what I got. Yeah, Kevin, I don't know how many of them overall I think I've had. And like I said, like I've got one that's mint on card, and he's in the box, and luckily he's covered up so we just don't have to look back there and see him in the box. There is one other glow in the dark figure that I do have that actually there's another classics figure that actually glows.
Which one is it?
It's the spirit of Grayskull, the spirit of King Grayskull. Oh, there's another figure I didn't put in there. It was the San Diego Comic-Con King Grayskull. I still have
the one that's in over there.
Yeah, right back here in the box.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the one that I caught like so much hell for winning, but actually I do have another figure that does actually glow other than those two. And it's not a classics figure. It's actually a reaction figure. Believe it or not. And I happen to pick this up. Just prove it. Crap, the lights. Oh man, I didn't give him enough time in the light. He's too blocked.
It's supposed to glow.
It's supposed to glow. It's a Nerd Block exclusive color variant. And seriously, this sucker like glows in the dark. But a buddy of mine actually found it. The Red Jordan. What? Okay, you've got me on this one. What's the Red Jordan?
What is it?
Oh, Hordak. Yeah, he does not glow. I was hoping the same thing whenever I got him. And kind of kicked myself in the ass because I got rid of him. However, it's like we've got Scarefest coming up next weekend.
That's next weekend?
Yeah.
Okay.
Which not only do you got all the horror icon stuff, we got there's also the a bunch of people going through selling stuff. That's where I picked up my last Spirit of Hordak, and I wish I hadn't got rid of it. But it's like kind of like a red see-through figure, and it was really cool looking. It really was. Trying to give this thing time to like.
But
soak up
the sword supposed to glow with
Yeah, actually the sword, I'm pretty sure it glows too. It's funny on these reaction figures because I've noticed, like, on some figures with He-Man, like, there's so many face differences. Some of them will look Indian. Some of them look like they're Oriental. You got the regular He-Man. I swear, it's funny as hell. All right, here, hold on to him, and let's see what happens this time when I turn off the light. Look, you can barely see it. He is glowing.
I mean, if I face it towards me, it glows all the way, but I guess it could be computer light.
Yeah. Oh, crap. Oh, shit. There was my my after video Pepsi I just dropped on the ground.
Alright, let's stand up first.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. So yeah, he gets a Rock His Eternian Warriors shirt that, believe it or not, it actually used to fit me, and then I don't know what happened with the washer, but I've only got that one glow in the dark King Grayskull, which I kept him in the box. I had another one and I got rid of him whenever I went through I had that sale last year, earliest year before I did Comic-Con. But I'll find another one that's loose, and because what I'd like to do is get ones that are loose as well as the ones I've got on card. Whatever I do, though, I do not want to end up having to have a vault like David Carbolka. No, we've seen Kevin can attest to this. We've seen videos of this guy's vault. I mean, he's got a damn storage building as house that is full of boxes that have boxes of either, we're talking not only He-Man or Masters stuff, but Lego.
What does this guy do?
I have no
toys.
Yeah, I mean, but we're talking Legos. I'm thinking he did the what was it? The God, to be honest, other Legos the only thing I can think of, but I mean, he's got he's seriously got this big vault, and I think I'll have to pull it up, but I think Stevie Magnus went up there, Wisconsin, up there and seen him and got to tour the damn thing. I mean, it's ridiculous, dude. I'm kind of, you see it and you're like, holy crap, and it's like, all right, no wonder we call him the God Waffler. I mean, seriously.
God Waffler.
Yeah, it's like if you want Fisto, he's probably got like 50 of him, and Fisto's like one of those expensive figures.
Don't you have Fisto?
Well, I have a Fisto. It's yeah, Castillo's not like, he's got like rows of just like one figure. When he has a Mega Waffle, he just posts pictures up of them and what's in what point value, and it's freaking ridiculous, dude.
What are you gonna do with a row of just one figure?
No, I mean, he's just one figure would just be just a row. Next figure, row, and none of them's loose. They're all mint on card. Nothing's been opened. I think seriously, the only loose figure he has is the one that I made him and I sent him last year before I did WaffleCon.
Mm-hmm.
Or whenever I did WaffleCon, I sent like him and Adam Wiles and Johnny and Cassandra and their own custom figure that I made them. Yeah. Well, and plus that, and it's like with the Mega, my only issue with it was, in which, I mean, I love the whole idea of it, one spin for the win, but it was just that one spin, and, you might spend anywhere from you know, you might get 1 to 4 spots, and of course, with as many figures I've accumulated, I almost hate waffle anymore. I really do. But all right, enough about that. Let's talk about the winner some more of this tournament. I know. I'm going to hear about this for the next month at least. And we'll probably hear about it again whenever we start the 2020 edition of the tournament.
He has to be banned.
He is banned from next year's tournament.
All right.
Now, with that being said, with him being banned from the 2020 tournament,
he can come back.
2021, he can come back. Or I may do this. Maybe he might stay up there on the ban list for a while, and just the next winner gets to join him. But he's the inaugural Angry Guy Best Design Sculpted Figure, as voted by the people. But let's take a look at Scareglow here. All right.
Yeah.
All right, so he was originally introduced in the 83 mini comics. He was never in the Filmation series. He was an evil ghost summoned to Eternia from another dimension by Skeletor. Initially refused to serve Skeletor and threatened his would-be master. But old Bonehead put him in his place, vowing to never return him until He-Man and the Masters were defeated. Anyone who caught a glimpse of his glow was pretty much consumed by unimaginable terror. In 86 Marvel Star Comics, he was basically portrayed as being Skeletor's ghostly double. Maybe we might do that later on, Kevin. Fooled the heroes into thinking he was Skeletor, managed to lure the heroes away from the palace, and became immaterial to evade capture. Now, the 86 UK comic mags depicted him as a creature conjured by Skeletor in his own image from light energy. In the daylight, he was invisible to enemies, which allowed him to basically attack unseen.
So in the daylight, if he was invisible, how can people see his glow?
He didn't glow in the daytime, but in the dark, he emitted a eerie spectral glow. So you could see him at night. He could attack everybody during the day, and no one would see it coming. That'd be fun. Go right up to Bonehead. Pop! Fucker never see it coming. Now he wasn't in too many of the comics or stuff like that in the day. Wasn't in the 2002 Filmation series either. Now I'm gonna stop right here and I'm gonna say this now. I know Kevin Smith will never see this video, but if he does, Castillo, you have yourself a good night. Hopefully you can catch the rest of this on a replay, brother. But I hope Kevin Smith incorporates Scareglow into the new series on Netflix whenever it comes out. I hope he honestly brings Scareglow into it, because
so they're bringing back He-Man on Netflix.
Oh yeah, Kevin Smith's gonna be doing it. And I guess he's got the team from that did the Castlevania cartoon series on Netflix. Gonna be helping with the animation stuff. There's a lot of promise to it. Now, I'm not understanding what the whole story is on Teela being the one in search of the Power Sword. I'm hoping that they come up with a story on why she's searching for it. Hope it's kind of something similar to what DC Comics did in 2012 whenever they brought back the Masters universe to the comic front. Time will tell. We'll have to see. But anyways, the 2002 MVC Creations presented him as ruler of an alien dimension. His ability to instill fear manifested by forcing his enemies to face visions of their worst fears. Attempted to use his powers on Skeletor, but Skeletor blasted him with his Havoc staff and shouted that he had no fears.
He-Man was his fear.
Right. After being defeated by the Masters, he pleaded with Skeletor to be returned to where he came from, but was denied and was declared to be indebted to Skeletor. He swore to find Skeletor's worst fears and make him suffer. Really, dude, the whole fears thing that he'll never get in the Grayskull. He'll keep getting beaten by He-Man Masters.
So basically,
with Skeletor's fears.
Yeah, he lives his fears every day, so he faces his fears. So basically,
yeah, you may be right. Classics Canon went with a unique style here. He was originally named Karok Nul, and he was a bounty hunter obsessed with the legends of Grayskull and the promise of becoming a master, or one of the masters of the universe. Coveting the ultimate power, he spent a lifetime attempting to breach the castle's enchanted walls. During his quest, he obtained the key to Grayskull, but never located the secret keyhole in which it went into in order to get in. When he died, he was cursed and sent to the dimension of Infinita and was eternally chained for his crimes. Years later, Skeletor summoned him in a spell of light, became armed with a Sith of Doom, and became Scareglow with the power to freeze his foes in fright. One of the few evil warriors to both fight with Skeletor in the second Ultimate Battleground and with Skeletor's son, Skeletor, in the third Ultimate Battleground.
Skeletor's son also has a skeleton face.
Yeah, and a mohawk.
Okay, Skeletor had got his face eaten away by accident. Why does your son need to have a skeleton face?
Well, we will discuss that at a later time, and I'll be willing to show you. But I think there's like comics or something that actually covers that. I want to say yes, but this is like in a years later, whenever Prince Dare is around, He-Man's son.
Mm-hmm.
And He-Man is actually King He-Man and actually comes back. Sometime we got to get started on that retrospect on the cartoons.
Yeah, we have to.
Yep, we will get started on it. It's
going to take probably time.
No, it's like there's a lot of editing to do on that one. Because we'll have to switch camera angles, stuff like that. It ain't one of those things we can do live. We'll have to do it and then edit it together. All right. Well, we'll go by Kevin's suggestion here.
What was that?
To be honest with you, my other part of this was thinking, all right, you know what? I'll go through and we'll discuss, okay, which figures I would have voted for. And when we do the retrospect, look back at the tournament, I'll let you do yours.
All right.
Just to kill some time. So first round's actually up there, laying up there, because I was still in the process whenever you called and said, come get me. Yeah, it's all first round right there.
Oh, these are burgers.
Yeah, that's the whole first round. Those 4 pieces of paper, the entire first round. Yeah. Like I said, I was trying to get all this done, and which, we'll go through the figures beforehand, and so way you can write down, okay, from each bracket, each matchup, we'll run it down. All right. Sound good to you?
Mm-hmm.
Because in that way, we've got everything covered for you. And you can look them over and go, hey, wait a minute, I actually like this one more than I like Rayman. Wait a minute. Yeah, I really see that one happening too, but that's just me. Yeah, I know. Yeah, see, oh, wait a minute. I can't do it off of that one.
Crustus was on here?
Yes, he was. He actually made in the second round. Here's the rest of the rounds are going from the second round all the way back to the finish. I'm telling you, dude.
I'll have to look at the rest of these when I don't feel sleepy.
Right?
Mission add to second round. I'm gonna give you props for that for Crustus.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you might want to look at the second round, third round voting, but I'm pretty sure he didn't make it into the third round. But yeah, it was. Yeah, like if this had gone by my thing, I'm telling you right now, AE He-Man would not have made it into the second round, or he'd have made it. Yeah, he made it past the first round, but he wouldn't have made it out of the second round, right?
Then he made it into the fourth round.
Yeah, he made it to the Sweet 16 or Final 8, whatever. Because remember, he didn't make Final 4.
No, he didn't.
Yeah. Like I said, there was some surprises, without a doubt. What I'm surprised is there's one that I love the sculpt they did on him with the classics figure compared to the vintage one. It was like Snout Spout, and he didn't even make it out like the first damn round. And I know when Castillo watches this and he hears my opinions on this, he's not gonna like what I say either. Because there's like one figure that he wanted it so bad, and actually that figure you won't be able to see because I actually traded that one off to Kevin. So he's like in a box somewhere, getting ready to be shipped to Kevin. Because I keep finding stuff that I'm going to send to Kevin. But yeah, it was kind of funny because I had to tell him, I was like, look, if you want me to eventually send this thing, we're going to have to eliminate him out of here, out of the tournament.
What do you say when you say that?
That's when I finally got him to agree to go ahead and vote against him. Which was surprising. You know, I got him to do that. Yeah, see, I was going to try to do this ahead of time, but I did not succeed. So I figured, well, you know what? I'll just do this real quick. And but yeah, I was like, I'm pretty sure, yeah, Procrustes did make it. he made it out of the first round and got eliminated in the second round. Kind of like the same thing's going to almost happen here. Honestly.
And at least he came out trying to give himself a main chance.
Yeah, yeah. But yeah, it was. Yeah, like I said, there was. Like I said, there was definitely some surprises, I thought, to me. Ones that I didn't think would have made it really as far as what it did. But it did happen. Without a doubt. Everybody's probably sitting there going to be watching going, okay, is he going to do anything other than look downward for a while?
Speaking of doing other stuff, I gotta run to the bathroom.
Go do that, and
So-
I'll just keep blabbing about something here.
In case you don't see me for a while,
Yeah,
good night, World Wide Web, just in case.
like I said, I was going to honestly try to do this ahead of time. But had to go rescue him, so try to put this together as quick as I can here. I'll say it's because well, I'm down to the Sweet 16. I got them figured out, so. Figure out my Elite Eight real quick. All right, let me look at this. Make sure I got this right here, people, because I can just about move over now for the time being. Or just do it like this. Look at those box of goodness back here. man. Almost there, people, I swear. All right. So, honestly, all right. Anybody that's watched this tournament from the beginning, this to end, I hope gosh didn't waste 15 minutes right there. All right. Honestly, bracket 1, it would have been Adora, Hordak, Horde Wraith, the Galactic Protector She-Ra, Intergalactic Skeletor, Rokon, Stone Dart, and Modulok. Bracket 2 would have been the Red Beast Man, Pre-Turning He-Man, Serratus, Spikor, Anti-Turning He-Man, Serpentine King Hiss, Sweet Bee, and Pika Blue. Bracket 3 would have been Battleground Teela, Anti-Turning Man-at-Arms, Rat Trap, Karg, the Unnamed One, the Spirit of Grayskull, the Temple of Darkness Sorcerers, and then the regular Sorcerers. Bracket 4 would have been the regular Beastman, Super 7 Stratos, Snout Spout, Ratlore, Ultimates Teela, King Grayskull, Fangor, and Trapjaw. Bracket 5 would have been Snakeface, Evil Seed, Gwildor, Rio Blast, Horde Prime, Chief Carnivus, Too Bad, and Ultimate Skeletor. Bracket 6 would have been the classics Tongue Lasher, Leech, Whiplash, Keldor, Buzz-Off, Filmation Trapjaw, Filmation Triclops, and Sarad. Bracket 7 would have been Procrustes, Clawful, Filmation Evil Lyn, the classic She-Ra, Ultimates Faker, Flog, Marlena, Queen Marlena, and Scareglow. Bracket 8 would have been the Filmation Sorcerers, Anti-Eternia Triclops, Filmation Beastman, Filmation Merman, regular Triclops, Cobra Khan, the Super 7 mini comics Trapjaw, and Lodar. Second round winners would have been Hordak, Horde Wraith, Intergalactic Skeletor, and Modulok. Number 2 would have been Pre-Turning He-Man, Spikor, Serpentine King Hiss, and Sweet Bee. Bracket 3 would have been Anti-Eternian Man-at-Arms, Karg, the Unnamed One, and the Temple of Darkness Sorcerers. And why do I got a feeling I did not write down the Unnamed One? Yeah, I did. Bracket 4 would have been the Super 7 mini comic Stratos, Snout Spout, Ultimates Teela, and Trapjaw. Bracket 5 would have been Snakeface, Gwildor, Horde Prime, Ultimate Skeletor. Bracket 6 would have been Leech, Whiplash, Filmation Trapjaw, and Sarad. Bracket 7 would have been Clawful, the classic She-Ra, Ultimate Faker, and Scareglow. Bracket 8 would have been Anti-Eternia Triclops, Filmation Beastman, regular Triclops, and Super 7's mini comics Trapjaw. Going into the third round, it would have been the Horde Wraith, Modulok, Spikor, Serpentine King Hiss. Oh, sorry. Bracket 1 would have been Horde Wraith and Modulok. Bracket 2 would have been Spikor and Serpentine King Hiss. Bracket 3 would have been Karg and the Unnamed One. Bracket 4 would have been a Snout Spout and Trapjaw. Bracket 5 would have been Gwildor and Horde Prime. Bracket 6 would have been Whiplash and Sarad. Bracket 7 would have been Clawful and Ultimate Spakor. And bracket 8 would have been Filmation, Beastman, and Triclops. The Elite 8 would have been from bracket 1, Modulok, bracket 2, Serpentine King Hiss, bracket 3, the Unnamed One, bracket 4, the Classics Trapjaw, bracket 5 would have been Horde Prime, bracket 6 would have been Sarad, bracket 7 would have been Ultimates Fakor, and bracket 8 would have been the Classics Triclops. which means in the basically the Elite Eight in the matchups have been Modulok versus Triclops, in which I got Modulok moved on to the Final Four. See, that's it. Which means then Trapjaw would have been facing off with Horde Prime, and I got Horde Prime moving into the Final Four. Unnamed one versus Sarad have been Sarad making it into the Final Four, and then King Hiss, Serpentine King Hiss versus Ultimate Faker would have been the Serpentine King Hiss. The finals, since the Final Four would be Modulok versus Horde Prime, Sarad versus Serpentine King Hiss. To me, it would have been Horde Prime versus Serpentine King Hiss, and for me, the winner honestly would have been the Horde Prime, because I just love the sculpt on that sucker. I really do. But that right there is if the voting was up to me. So, you know, that's the way it is. It was not up to me. It was up to you. I guess I could have thrown my vote in. Just to see how it would have went on everything. But like I said, overall it was a lot of fun doing this tournament. It really was. And like I said, this weekend I'm gonna do a video, you know, thanking everybody for participating in this. And everything. Like I said, next year, like I said, we'll start the tournament out the first episode of season 3, so that way as we roll it through the year, we'll get it down to where the Sweet 16 will kick off the first episode in July, and then that way it rolls out from there, and then the end of July will be the finals. So that way it's not a giant rushed mess, and I can get some other things done with the show other than just focusing strictly on this tournament. Don't get me wrong, I love doing it. It was a lot of fun. Very time consuming, without a doubt. So like I said, that's how it goes from there. But you know, if everybody feel free to go through and either leave in the comment section or on one of the pages. You know, honestly, you know who, you know, if you want to look back through the first round videos and shoot me a feedback. Who do you think should have been the Final Four if it had been just strictly up to you? Let me, you know, and who you think, you know, should have won ultimately. You know, like I said, I did this on a fan base thing. I want to hear everybody's individual opinions on it. Because like I said, it was truly a lot of fun. And like I said, next year, who knows? We might throw some other different ones in there. You know, this first one I did it basically, you know, just classics only. But then, I mean, you start looking at some of the sculpts on the you know, the 2000X figures. You know, it was pretty damn badass. And to be honest, and something else I want to hear everybody's opinion on, should we throw the some of the animals into this, because honestly, I mean, there's much of a part of, character as anything else, but Battle Cat. Like I said, Battle Cat, Cringer, Panther, the Battle Lion, um, Arrow, Swiftwind. Am I missing anything? No. How about ones like that? Like I said, they're as much a part of as a character in it as anything else. I mean, Battle Lion was essential to King Grayskull. Battle Cat was always essential, in everything with as much as He-Man was, and any of the rest of the Masters. Swiftwind falls under the same category in the She-Ra universe. Not really sure what to say about Arrow. We've seen Arrow a few times, and Panther's just about up there, but I mean, he wasn't nearly as on there as much as, say, Battle Cat was. I know he was a little bit more prominent in the 2000X series than when he was with Filmation, but still, who knows? By next year, I'm hoping I got a Panther and hoping I got an Arrow. I've got Battle Cat, I've got Battle Lion, I've got Cringer, I've got Swiftwind. Maybe I'll get a hold of another Shadow Beast by then. We can throw Shadow Beast in there. Maybe I'll get a hold of a Titus by then. I know there's still a plethora of figures I can still get a hold of. And then again, I may go through and look through the books and, figures I don't have or figures that's been seen, and we'll put them in, to give them a fair shake. I may not have them, but maybe the winner of next year's tournament I will have. But like I said, Scareglow will not be allowed to compete in the 2020 edition of this tournament. But, leaves the door wide open for another figure. And it was funny because whenever I was doing this, I started this tournament off. Somebody made a suggestion I ought to do a separate tournament on the worst ones, in which actually I could do that kicking off from the results of round one. And I'll tell you right now, that one right there, I would hands down hand that one to the fucking Laughing Prince Adam. The finals would be the finals if it was possible, and I know it's not because of the way everything was seeded. But what honestly would be the Laughing Prince Adam versus the Holiday He-Man. But I know they were in the same bracket, so that can't happen. No, ultimately, like I said, it was a lot of fun doing this, and I'll say thanks now. I'm gonna do a more heartfelt one, longer winded one, as far as this weekend, when I let Justin go through and take a look at the figures and let him determine, okay, which one he thought was the one. But anyways, that's it for me tonight. Hopefully everybody enjoyed the show. Like I said, our winner tonight was this scaredy, glowy figure here. So he's getting ready to take his place up above on the mantle to where he can no longer compete. And yes, I've got his key of Grayskull that I've got to put back on his hand so he can sit up there and be fully complete and victorious. But anyways, with that being said, Justin's already signed off. So with that being said, I'm E-Daddy, your angry toy guy, and until next week, everybody go through and keep on collecting, because if you don't, the line dies, and then we really got a problem on our hands. But yeah, seriously, keep on collecting so way the line never dies. Till next week, y'all. If I can find everything.